I'm recording this on Tuesday, and the previous week, over a 24-hour period, I made $14,500. And I'll throw up some screenshots now to let you know that I'm not lying. So we did about $11,000 through Stripe, and we had a bank transfer for about $4,000 in dirhams because the company's based in Dubai. And it works out to $14,500. And I want to walk you through how we're able to make more money in a day than most people make in 4 months worth of work or whatever it may be. And just to be completely transparent and honest, 14.5K in 24 hours is a bit more than we usually do. Usually we do 4, 5K a day. So it was a bit of a bigger day. It's not that unusual. We do kind of, 4, 5K a day on average. So sometimes we get big days, sometimes we have smaller days. So it's not too unusual for us to do those sorts of numbers. And I want to walk you through how we do it so you can do the same, basically. This isn't a video of me just sitting here telling you how great I am, because there's a lot of people doing a lot more money than I am. But I want to share with you how we make the money that we make so you can replicate what I've done to get what I've got. In terms of the business model, it's a very simple one. It's a very straightforward one. We're a lead generation agency. Specifically, we focus on cold outreach, and within cold outreach, we focus on cold email alone, only cold email. I'll get to how we're able to make that amount of money, but before I do, I want to share with you why we're able to make that kind of money. The biggest reason as to why, which is probably the most important reason. The how's pretty easy to find out, but it's the why that stops people from actually doing it. Because although I know quite a lot about cold email, I would class myself as one of the best in the world at cold email. It's not impossible. It's not that hard to become world class at something if you're only focusing on one thing. But it's the why that stops people from seeing the results that they want. And one of the biggest reasons as to why we're able to earn the money that I've earned is because I'm solving a big problem for my clients. I'm solving the problem, or helping to solve the problem, of client acquisition. And every single business wants and needs more customers. Even if they don't need more customers, they still want them. So we're solving a big problem, and it's very easy for our clients to be able to identify and understand the return on investment when they work with us. And that's really important. You want to solve something that is a big problem and really easy to see how they're going to get a positive return on their investment working with you. A lot of people fall into the trap of starting a business that doesn't really solve a very big problem. And it's so much easier to sell something that people really want to buy, as opposed to selling something that people don't really care about, or they don't want, they just maybe need it. So when you're solving a big problem, you're solving a big pain point, a big need. And people pay a lot of money to get out of pain, especially businesses, because they've got more money generally than consumers, and they can see a really easily direct correlation that they're going to give you money and they're going to get more money as a result. So it's really quite straightforward to sign clients and grow your business if you've positioned your business in a way that allows you to operate within that why. So the biggest reason as to why we're able to earn 14, 15K in a day is because of the fact that we're solving a big problem. So make sure that when you start your business, maybe you're watching this and you want to start a business, maybe you've just started, maybe you're light years ahead of me, make sure you're solving a big problem for hopefully a lot of people. So that's the big reason why. Now, how? The nitty-gritty. It's really simple and straightforward. So as I mentioned, we do cold email. So we generate leads through cold email for our clients. And we practice what we preach. We drink our own Kool-Aid, so to speak, and we send out cold emails to generate our own clients. So we send out cold emails to our potential clients, explaining to them that we can help, and then we get them onto a sales call. I have a sales guy that takes all of our calls, and we sell them on our services. They either say yes or they say no. About 1/3 say yes and 2/3 say no. And then those that say yes, basically the sales guy passes them on to our internal team. Now, I'll go to another reason as to why we're able to earn the sort of money that we're able to, whilst explaining one of the hows. So the how is like, it goes over to the internal team. The why that this is possible in the first place is that what we're selling is very repeatable, it's very scalable. And so I don't have to sell or trade my time for money. And the reason being is because I've learned this skill of cold email, and I've learned it to a very high degree, if I may say so myself. So I've learned this skill of cold email, and now I've just transferred my knowledge to my team members. And because what we're doing is so specific and so like just focusing on one thing, it's quite easy for people to get really good at this one skill. If we were running a kind of general growth agency, my team would have to get so good at so many things, or I would have to get so good at so many things. And generally what happens is finding a team member that is really good at loads of things is very difficult to do. And if you do find them, they're very expensive. And that high barrier to finding that team member basically means that you're going to be the one that is responsible for your client's results, which when you first start off in business is fine, but over time, you definitely don't want to be the person that is responsible for everything in your business, because you become your business's bottleneck. And I don't know about you, but I enjoy traveling, I enjoy my free time, I enjoy working, but I want to work on the business, not in it. And it's working on the business that allows the business to grow. So it's really important that your business enables you to be able to allow somebody else, for example, to do the client work. And that's only possible because we focus on a very specific thing. So that's another why is, yes, we solve a big problem, but we only solve one specific problem. We don't try and solve loads of problems because it just adds so much complexity. So going back to the how, we send cold emails, we send them to a sales call, sales rep takes the call, the clients, about a third of them that we speak to buy. We send them over to the team, and then the team basically builds out all of their cold email systems, domains, emails, copy, warming everything up, getting their copy done. If we're creating any videos, writing the video scripts, sourcing the leads, building everything, and then sending out the campaigns. And then what we do is we then charge our clients for every result that we generate for them. So for us, it's sales calls. So for every sales call that we generate for our clients, we get paid. And the beauty of this is it means that every time we sign a client, we're not capped as to how much basically we're going to bill them each month. Typical agency, for example, you agree on a monthly set fee, and most people don't really want to pay that set fee, but you're stuck at earning X amount for this particular client. Whereas we launch one campaign every week, an email campaign every week. We could launch those 4 campaigns over a month, and we could either get paid like $1,000 or $10,000. Same amount of work, but we're getting paid a lot more. And what that means is we're not getting paid for our time. We're getting paid based off results. And again, that's really, really important. If you want to earn decent money, you've got to stop trading your time for money. You've got to trade value for money. And the more value that you create, the more money that you earn. And that's only possible if you structure the business in the right way. If you say to clients, it's 2K per month, then you're only ever going to get 2K. But if it's like, we'll charge you based off the results, we get paid based off the value that we create. And that's really, really important. So that's, again, another reason why we're able to generate the money that we generate, is because we're getting paid on results. So when we get a client, that client could be worth, nothing to us. It could be worth $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 every single month. And some clients are. And that's a real benefit, is you don't want to be capped at how much you can earn. And really, really, when you've got a retainer-based model, you're just trading your hours for money. You're trading your time for money. And you can sugarcoat it however you want, but you're trading your time for your money. Whereas with a lead gen agency, on a pay-per performance model, however you structure it, you're getting paid based off the results. And whether a client's campaign works really well or really badly, same amount of work is involved in both. So it's just really important that you work with the right type of clients. We pass the clients on to the team that manages them, and then we generate them results, and then we bill them for those results. And the great thing is that when you're billing them based off the results, your goals are very much aligned with your clients. So what that means is like, when we're happy, they're happy. When we're sad, they're sad. And it means that we're not like, even if they pay us, say, 10K every single month, which might sound like a lot of money, we're providing at least $10,000 worth of value. So they're happy to pay us. And that means that clients stick around. And client churn in service delivery models, service businesses, is really high. And it's not high when you structure it the right way. The reason that the client churn is so high, i.e. they leave you quickly, is because the relationship's been built incorrectly from day one. So when we get a client, we keep them, and therefore our income compounds. And it's just a really cool place to wake up every morning knowing that you're going to earn like a decent amount of money every single month, even if you don't sign any new clients, because the clients that you've got, they stay with you because they're paying for the results, not just for your services, regardless of the results. So that's pretty much how we're able to generate the money that we generate. 14.5K, we've done like $30,000 days. We've had $0 days. Averages out about 5K per day, 4 or 5K a day. That's how we do it. And if you want help doing the same, then below this video, first link in the description, there's a video where I tell you how we help people past just these videos. So if you're interested, take a look. And if you've got value from this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help the channel grow, and I'll see you on the next one.